Hello, I'm Matthew Rivera, and it's my great pleasure to introduce Where Danger Lives, part of this year's Kit Noir mini-festival of border incidents. I remember first watching this movie when I was in college, around the time that I was starting to help out with the Kit Noir Film Festival, and it still stands out to me as a high watermark of film noir. That opening wailing siren, somewhere far off in the night, can put shivers down the spine of anyone watching this film, alone, late at night, possibly under the influence of a mind-altering substance as I was at the time when I first saw it. That and the overwhelming physicality of the film's two lead stars, Robert Mitchum and Faith DeMurg, and their own teasing dance and the light and shadow of cinematographer Nicholas Musaraka make Where Danger Lives, as Ann Douglas called it to me, a little tornado of a noir. In its merely 84-minute runtime, this humble crime action thriller produced by RKO is in many ways run-of-the-mill fare for the studio in its great noir period of the 40s and early 50s. And yet, there is something about this movie that leads me to feel the need to defend it at any possible chance, and to feel thrilled that this movie is being played alongside an absolute classic of noir, Touch of Evil, and a better-known film, though also not screened as much as it should be, called Border Incident. But Where Danger Lives is different from both of those movies in that it represents the point of view of those within the supposed border, within the American wall, within that shield of protection, as it so promises. But Where Danger Lives was more than just standard fare at RKO in the sense that its lead star, Faith DeMurg, experienced a border incident of her own at the studio, to which Where Danger Lives represents a climax. Faith DeMurg, a woman of Creole ancestry from New Orleans, went under contract at RKO in 1942 at the time she was having an affair with studio boss Howard Hughes. Hughes quickly signed her up for a bombastic production called Vendetta, but after DeMurg discovered that Hughes was also sleeping with Rita Hayworth and Lana Turner and Ava Gardner, she broke off the affair, which caused Hughes to retaliate by shelving not only Vendetta, but DeMurg's career as well. She stayed under contract at RKO without any opportunities for further work, essentially trapped within the high stucco walls of the studio. So Where Danger Lives was a breakout film for Faith DeMurg, made 8 years after she had first signed a contract with the studio, and it was her first film in a starring role for RKO. The movie is about a doctor named Jeff Cameron, played by Robert Mitchum, who falls in love with a suicidal patient, Margot Lannington, who DeMurg plays, and after a climactic, violent encounter between Mitchum and DeMurg's husband, the two make a run for it to escape from a crime that they may or may not have committed. Hasty decisions ramp up the film's energy from this point on, and you never really know what's going to happen next. Even Mitchum, who's usually so unfazed in his great films, says, "Aren't we going pretty fast?" To which DeMurg replies, "We need to go fast." That line is one of many biting, memorable moments in Where Danger Lives. While no film noir seems to offer much assurance for its characters, it offers something far more powerful in this movie, which is agency. Faith DeMurg's final line in the movie still haunts me, and it's a moment where she's clinging for dear life onto a chain-link border fence. She says, "Nobody pities me." That line comes at the end of an incredible long sequence, a sequence that has at its heart a 7-minute long take competing with Orson Welles, who would one-up it, of course, with Touch of Evil and a few brilliant long takes in that movie. But this long take, which was made in 1950, really puts Where Danger Lives into the category of Manny Farber, the film critic Manny Farber's termite art. Termite art being what Manny Farber described admiringly as art which eats its own boundaries. So just as the characters in Where Danger Lives are eating the boundaries of their social world, or at least trying to burst through those boundaries, and the very literal boundary of the border between the United States and Mexico, which is how they plan to make their escape, the film itself is pushing boundaries, pushing formal boundaries, redefining visual possibilities in a way that noir seems to always attract directors to do so. John Farrow, the director of this film, would never attempt such a display of virtuosity again in any one of his movies in his 25-year career as a studio workhorse gun for hire. So the film and that opening siren might have a variety of meanings for you as a viewer. Will it be fulfilled in the biography of Faith DeMurg? Will it be fulfilled in the breaking of the Hollywood golden years of formality and gloss and that legendary studio style? That I leave to you, but one thing you will notice undoubtedly is the lack of any non-white characters or any non-American characters in Where Danger Lives, which is unusual for a border incident film. Still, Where Danger Lives finds, in my opinion, its most powerful statement in the possibility that that which offers protection and security might find its most real state in suffocation. Enjoy the film.